City serving as the centerpiece to an incredible World Cup here in North.
Yeah, well, I personally was surprised it took 32 years for FIFA to bring the World Cup back. The 1994 World Cup was in many ways the most successful one that they had ever hosted. I had hoped that we would have had the tournament here, 4 or 8 years ago, but that ultimately didn't play out that way. And we're delighted that they're here now. I do think with the bigger tournament with 48 teams, that FIFA is going to have to think about taking it to countries that have enough stadiums, or countries that can partner like we did with Canada and Mexico to host this tournament. I think it'll be back much sooner than 32 years. I don't know exactly when, though.
Pam, thank you very much. I want to start off by saying what a pleasure it's been to be able to.
Well, as somebody who loves the sport and would hope to get to host more games in Kansas City, we would be delighted if it came back in 38. I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but if we have the opportunity to bid, we'll do it.
Kansas City has always probably felt like, because we're a small market city, that we had a lot to prove.
Yeah, well, the last month has been very special for Kansas City to have a chance to be on the international stage. It's something that we talked about for many years, but really getting to experience it here over the last several weeks has been amazing. Getting to see fans from all around the world coming to Kansas City to cheer on their teams. And, of course, the level of competition on the field has been incredible. We're looking forward to a very exciting quarterfinal match at Arrowhead tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think there's no limit to what we can do. We've proven we can handle the biggest sporting competition in the world. So Women's World Cup, Rugby, Final Four, Super Bowl, I think any competition could happen in Kansas City and have the same kind of experience and result. But I think there's also opportunity for outside of sports in the business conversations that have happened around the World Cup, in the confidence of our people and attracting workforce. Kansas City is a great place to live, and we want professionals and workforce to want to move here, and I think the World Cup is a great platform for that. One, being on the orange bus in the middle of that mass of people and looking as far as I could see on both sides and seeing nothing but orange, and knowing that we were living history in that moment. And the second, on the 4th of July, at our FIFA Fan Festival, an older gentleman in a retired military cap came up to me and said, I didn't know much about soccer before, and I have to tell you, I thought it was maybe going to be overblown. This seemed like much ado about nothing. He said, but what seems to have happened is that people put aside their differences and cheered for the teams for a couple weeks. And I thought that was so insightful to what has happened here, and with America and the world, that people came here and they saw our people. That will stick with me.
Well, Jordan, as you may know, had a severely broken wrist after the Mexico-England game, and his vital signs were a little erratic, so they couldn't put him on the charter. I think most of the rest of the English team was very anxious to get out of Mexico, and after the game, but Jordan could not join them. So, we had to jump through a few hoops to make sure that we could find a plane to get him back. And then he came back here, I think, on Tuesday after the game on Sunday, and had surgery here in Kansas City by one of our orthopedic surgeons here, and is doing very well.
He would have been right there in the middle of that fan fest with him. So